Yo, what up? This is MK Fresh. Time I say my taxi, we're out here in Cape Town, Camps Bay, chilling to my man's Jordy, one of the illest surfers in the game. He rides with Red Bull. Jordy, man, tell the people about what you do, because some of the kids might not know you in that level.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much for coming and hanging. And yeah, basically I'm a professional surfer. I'm born and raised in Durban, and pretty much always been in love with sneakers. Yeah, I obviously have made it now to the world stage and to the surfing world. Last year I ended up getting second in the world.
That's crazy. And which are your illest moves? Which are the moves that when you surf is like, yo, when I bring this one out, I know we might take this one.
So yeah, there's been a few moves over the year that I've tried to keep up my sleeve, but for the most part, I try and do a rodeo flip, which is something that I did, I think 5 years ago or 6 years ago, for the first time on a Red Bull boat trip.
The surfing thing, I mean, it started in Durban, obviously very at a young age. How do you get into it? How do you turn pro? Because some kids will be like, yo, I mean, how do you turn pro? Do you get a sponsor or?
Yeah, basically, so I was lucky enough, my dad's a surfboard shaper.
Okay.
He's been involved in the water his whole life and with the surf industry his whole life. And I think I was just super young, so I didn't really know. I thought you have to go to school, you have to learn to walk, and you have to surf. Yeah. That's just what you have to do. It's a part of life.
That's crazy.
And so I didn't have an option really. And then yeah, I think it turned out I loved it so much. I just did it every single day as much as I could.
And are you working on some of your? I mean, obviously you're a star now. Are you working on some of the sneakers that you want to release in the future?
Absolutely. So just recently I've signed with a company called Brandblack.
Brandblack?
That's exactly.
This is Brandblack. Yeah, tell us a little bit about it, man.
So it's a newer company. They've been around for about 2 or 3 years.
No doubt.
All the materials on the inside, they've got kind of like a sock material.
Yeah.
That's actually it's been all recycled. And the crazy thing about it is that the colors are actually come from food dye. So for instance, this maroon here has come from beetroot.
That's crazy.
And yeah, there's a lot of different things that go into it, often, obviously. And
so this is like a sports-driven shoe, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a sports-driven shoe with fashion at the moment. We see a lot of fashion going towards the 90s, or at least they do, and they think that a bulky shoe, a very big shoe is in at the moment, and so. Yeah, these will be coming out pretty soon. No
doubt, man. I see you going even high-end with the Balenciaga. Tell us a little bit about how you got into the high-end fashion wave, because I think most of the rappers are into it now.
Yeah, I mean...
And it's crazy how you're a surfer and you clued up on that. What's up with that?
Well, definitely, for Balenciaga, for me, I like to zhuzh it up when I want to go out, hit the nightlife or something like that, and I feel like, I want to step it up, a nice dinner or something like that, then I can always put on a pair of these. I've got them in all colorways. Brown lately has just been my favorite colorway. I'm coming to Africa, I want to flare it up with the cargos, with things like that, and yeah, it's just been a good shoe. I think I must have seen them for the first time. I think I saw them on Pharrell. Yeah. I think he wore them somewhere, and I just thought, oh wow, those look really pretty. I want to get a pair of those.
Will you get something like this? Because I mean, SA, definitely we don't have most of these unless it's a reseller game.
Yeah, that's true. And you know the craziest thing? I think we were talking about it earlier with the resale game. I buy to wear, and that's one thing I think I'm proud of. A lot of people these days, they're buying and then they're selling just to make a buck. Yeah. But for me, it's all about what I like, what I'm gonna wear, and what I think looks cool.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And like I said, you clued up about stuff like the whole customizing as well. I mean, you customized your own Vans here. Tell me a little bit about it, the elements that you put in, and obviously it represents who you are. Like, yeah, tell me a little bit around the shoe.
So yeah, basically, I think when you customize your own shoe, first of all, I was bored as shit. Yeah. So I put on here, I'm bored. Yeah. Then I just was like, oh, what year am I born? I'm born in '88. Bang. Okay. Yeah. Then where am I going next? I'm going to Cape Town. I'm putting Table Mountain on the back.
Yeah.
I was super amped up at the time, so it was like, I'm going to put that on the front.
That's crazy.
And then I'm going to add a Vans element to it. I played a bit of noughts and crosses with my wife.
I see you got a Shosholoza as well, that touches South Africa, you know what I mean?
Obviously Cape Town, love the city.
Dope.
Yeah, but I think with customizing, for me at least, it's like anybody can walk into a Gucci store and buy that Gucci sweater that everybody else is going to have.
Yeah.
You know, but with customizing, it's like walking into that thrift shop and you're going to see pieces from all different eras, and you can pick and match and make it exactly to who you want to be and mold it to your lifestyle and your style.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's very in at the moment for you to buy plain sneakers and ride on them.
Oh yeah,
as of
exactly.
Expressing who you are, which is really dope that you're doing that. And tell me, with the Ultra Boost, we're on the Ultra Boosties right now, and everybody's buying the NMDs and the Yeezy Boosts. Tell me what inspired you to get these?
So these SNS, basically, if I'm a surfer, so if I'm traveling a lot, I like to throw them on. It's easy to put on the plane, easy to get on, get off.
Yeah.
And if I'm obviously going to do a bit of training, obviously the Ultra Boost is really comfortable.
Yeah.
And they're stylish, and not too many people have them. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things.
This was the SNS release.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You clued up, huh?
Somewhat.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. And the J's, obviously, we're going through with the everybody gotta have a J in their covers. I mean, if you're into sneakers, you can't ignore what Jordan has done in the game in terms of influence for the game and just being authentic with the leathers, and one of the greatest designers that had the 3s, the 4s, and the 5s at Tenka headphones. So definitely, I mean, he had to have a Jordan in the cover. I'm impressed, man. I mean, tell me about the OY joint with the chrome. I mean, this is really hard to take care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan, I mean, it goes with anything.
Yeah.
The 3s, the 4s for me, I personally believe can go with anything.
No doubt, no doubt.
And the all white pair, I just lately I was just like, I just need it all fresh, all whites.
No doubt. And I see you rocked it a couple of times. You were like, yo, I gotta rock these.
Absolutely. First thing I did was put them on, walk straight from Foot Locker and straight onto the plane. So
that's dope. So these, you got them on the shelf on Foot Locker?
On the shelf at Foot Locker.
That's crazy. That's nuts. And the RD, I mean, it's the second pair with the RD cats. That means you must have like a bit of love with the RD people. This is the loafers. This is like a old school feel. Tell me how you felt when you got these. What was your mindset?
These are actually just bought these. I don't even think I might have worn them one time.
Yeah.
The Calabasas, the Yeezy Calabasas. They're the latest one so far.
Yeah.
And you know what? I bought them from a resale site, and I just thought I liked them. You know, they slight off-white. They're not quite as ice-white as those. Yeah. And the resale value is not too expensive. They're probably only 2,500 rand. So
that's dope.
A lot of times the resale value can go anywhere from, you know, 10,000 rand to 50,000 rand, to 70,000 rand.
Yeah,
so for me, these are just really cool. I'm coming home, a little bit of off-white, something to flare it up, old school vibes.
I dig this. This is dope. This is a crazy collection, man, I must say. And good luck with everything this year. We're proud for you guys to represent us internationally. And your kick game is crazy, man. I'm impressed. Respect.
Thanks, doggy.
Respect. Word. We out. It's MK Fresh. We're at Jordy's crib. We're doing our thing. We out. Peace, peace.